such a good day. I've literally just finished the workshop at the First Field Leisure Centre. It's in Enfield, like near Potts Bar. I'm absolutely starving. I literally had my oats this morning and my yogurt, and then now I'm eating my post-workout before my workout because I'm just so hungry and it's easy to eat rather than bringing chicken and tuna, which didn't actually have time to eat anyway in there. But oh my god, I feel so much more relaxed about show day than I have ever been before. Like, I'm just so happy. I've managed to get my posing routine. Like, everything is just solid now. It's just practicing it, and it's just now I know that my categories, I know what categories I'm going into now. It's definitely bikini and absolutely no wellness at all. Bikini and tattooed muscle and potentially fitness model. I'm not entirely sure, that, but we'll see. So that's really good. I'm really happy. I'm so glad I went. I think one of the most important things for me today is that I was told you have to wait in the T-walk. There's someone here, someone at the front, someone at the side, someone there, and you have to wait for the next step person to go before you move. That's a load of crap. You don't. You can literally do one pose, move, next pose. So that's kind of like really clarified it for me. I'm just so happy. I'm so glad I went. I'm so happy. It is absolute ghost town in my gym. I have just finished my upper body session and I did abs as well, and I feel really good. So I've just realised that I bought frozen food about 2 hours ago and I didn't go home. But we got, well, this is actually, it isn't mine, that's my mum and dad's. But I got some frozen broccoli, 2 bags, because after this whole coronavirus situation, there's like hardly anything on the shelf. So I got broccoli, I got some chicken breasts, which I need to go home and cook now for the week. I got some British lean beef steak mince, 5%. They had a couple of these actually, which I only have that on my rest day. And that's it. Oh, and yogurt, but they usually have the 500 grams, no, the kilo, but they only had the 500 grams, so no % fat. So that's absolutely fine. But we're gonna go home, we're gonna meal prep, we're gonna have our post-workout, and then I think I'm seeing Ben later. So yeah, that's all pretty much today done. I was 55.1 kg this morning. I messaged Ryan, I was like, how is that possible? I've been 55.7, 55.5, and then on Sunday, Saturday I weighed myself, I was 56, but I had my breakfast first, and then I weighed myself, I was 56, and I was like, shit. But this morning I was 55.1, I'm like, what the hell? So we'll see, our check-in is tomorrow, so we'll see what my average is for the week. We're just about to head into work. I start work at 10:30 today, so I need a coffee first. Taking my multivitamins, I take one daily. I'm gonna go grab a coffee, I think at Starbucks, which is my daily routine. My check-in from Ryan, you've seen that I've cut my meal out from well, I've cut the tuna meal out, which is really good. He did say I can either keep it in because my weight has gone down this week quite substantially as well. He said the weight loss doesn't warrant a meal to be cut out, but it's kind of up to me. So I said like I'm quite happy to take it out. Although I had breakfast now about 2 hours ago and I do feel hungry already, which I need to just be careful not to eat anything in Starbucks. If I snack, I always just snack on dark chocolate. And when I say snack, I have like two squares. It's pretty minor. And especially at this stage of prep, I'm now over 4.5 weeks out, so not even that long. I'm feeling a lot tighter as well, which is really, really good. And yeah, I do feel a bit hungry. I stayed at home last night. I didn't go to bed because I was just so tired. And I just had a really non-confident evening. Like my skin is just not good at the minute. I'm just struggling a little bit with my skin. I'm not quite sure why. It could be the hormonal changes because I don't get periods. I take my pill all the way through. I'm on the mini pill, so I actually don't have a break. But I still probably get the hormonal changes anyway. So I think it's just that time of the month for me, which we can deal with. It's fine. We'll just tell you guys, but I don't have as much coffee anymore. I'm on this Avida tea now. When I went to my massage lady, Hannah Francis, her Instagram is Elsie Massage. She always makes a tea after and some water as well. And there was one time she gave me this one and she kept the packet and I thought, oh my god, I have to get this. Now I get this online through Avida. It's £10 for 20 bags and the delivery is free. And I got 3. I literally got 3 boxes. So I got 2 here. And I've got 1 box at Ben's house because I pretty much live at Ben's house now. I am just about to make my food for the day. Obviously I don't have as much to do because I don't have tuna, which is just a can anyway. But it's less veg I eat now. Ryan did say I can have my veg in my other meal, which is my chicken meal. But I said, look, I'd rather just cut the whole thing out. Now I just feel like I'm hungry for changes. Like now I'm starting to see my tummy like just start to get tighter. I'm just in that mindset where I just really want to go for this now. Now I'm the one stockpiling. I've got 8 altogether, but I can't fit them in one hand. But these are the absolute saviour on prep, I have to admit. 2 of these are 18 calories, so they're 9 calories each. And they have about 2 grams of carbs, sugars in each. It's literally nothing. I have about 2 a day, but now that a meal's been cut out, I might just, every time I just get that sugar craving, I have one of these sweets. I've just had one on the way to Aldi. Aldi was absolutely ramo, guys. I'm not even in the car park. I'm in the other car park for B&Q. I'm not even in the car park. But we have fully stocked up. I got some new flavours. I got some strawberry ones. And I also got some cappuccino ones, which does look really good. So we're stocked. Day's work is done. Everyone is going into absolute panic mode because it's coronavirus. Literally work for me right now is just cleaning every 2 hours, but to be honest, it takes my mind off food. And quite frankly, I'm going to be honest, I haven't even wanted any more food than I've had today, apart from I've got my post-workout meal. Just about to go to the gym. I'm training quads and glutes. That's really going to frustrate me. Train quads and glutes, which I can't wait for. But yeah, like it's just taking my mind off eating, and I honestly don't know if my competition will go ahead at this rate, because if they're going to ban mass gatherings, I just don't know what I'm going to do. So it's not my day off today. I've actually decided not to work today because, you know, the world's going absolutely bonkers and they advise to reduce your social like basically just your social interaction. So I said to my manager, I was like, look, something needs to be put in place with regards to the gym. I work in a gym and I just don't feel happy. My dad is unwell and he's a very vulnerable adult right now, with his underlying health conditions, and quite frankly I don't want to put myself in a position where I can catch it. And yes, I'm fit and healthy, but no one's invincible right now, and if I can avoid as much social contact as possible, I will. So I can work from home. I'm grateful and lucky that I can work from home. Obviously gyms are very quiet at the minute in terms of selling memberships, naturally, but we're just gonna have to take day by day. So I am actually about to head off to Tesco and enjoy it because I need food in the house still. And do you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna look at some vegan food, because apparently a lot of the vegan stuff is still on shelves. Now chicken is running out, mince is running out in a lot of stores, and quite frankly I don't know. I mean, my show, as far as I'm concerned, is still going ahead. Stuart Armstrong, who is like the founder of Pure Elite, he did comment on a post last night in the group on Facebook and said, you know, NHS workers and police and ambulance and stuff like that, they're not going to be at big events, hence why football and big sporting events have been cancelled. We don't fall into that category, the competition. So as far as he's aware, we are still going ahead unless the government do turn around and they do put the country on a complete lockdown. We can only wait and see what happens day by day. There's no point saying it's going to go ahead, it's not. And I said to my coach Ryan, I said, look, I'm still prepared to keep digging on this prep, and even if it doesn't go ahead, the show, I still want to do my prep regardless, with the food that I can get in stores and pretty much the training that I can do still, things like that. It is a very important time to keep yourself healthy and as fit as possible, and just be mindful of those around you as well. So weigh-in this morning was 55.3 kg. Was it? Yeah, it was. It was like 54.9, and I was like, no. I've not lost 0.5 kg in a day. So 55 point... Everything's so dry. Carmex, I need Carmex. 55.3 kg. Things are looking good. Training last night, I did quads and glutes, absolutely smashed it. I went up on the hack squat. I went up on pretty much all my lifts as well, so I was really happy with that. I've got a rest day today, but I'm going to be doing cardio as well. I will be doing cardio. So we aborted the shopping trip because I had what I think was a panic attack, which is just absolutely beyond me. So for those of you who saw my most recent video, my vlog, and I mentioned about I took the melatonin the other week, and I experienced the same sort of feeling that I experienced just now. And I told my coach, I said, I've just felt all weird. I'll tell you the situation. So I went into Tesco. I was at a pharmacy waiting to get a prescription for my mum, and I was just seeing like people with face masks on, gloves on. Pharmacy, there was a huge queue. People probably weren't panicking, but my perception was that people were panicking. The shelves were completely empty. About the first 5 things on my list I couldn't get because they were just out of stock. And then while I was at pharmacy, I came across all lightheaded, bit hot and flushy, felt like I was going to pass out, cold all of a sudden, and it went. And then as I was walking around the shop and I couldn't find anything I needed, I started to get it again, and I was like, I can't do this, I need to sit down, I need to relax. So I just walked straight out of the shop, sat in my car for ages, breathing, and I was still going to go into town instead, because I went to the Loudwater one, was still going to go into town and continue, and part of me was like, Shannon, you need to go home, you need to relax. So I've been home for the past sort of hour now, 45 minutes-ish, and I'm okay. I've eaten prawns and rice, like a whole bag of rice, even though I shouldn't. Part of me was like, I just need something. and I'm drinking loads of water now. My temperature is absolutely fine. I was 35.4, I was really, really low and I was shivering a lot, but the symptoms of a panic attack is exactly what I experienced, not only today, but about 2 weeks ago as well. And I spoke to my coach and he actually forwarded me an Instagram page of a girl called Anna who deals with like panic attacks and stuff. And I saw one of her posts, and it is the whole coronavirus, like you cannot escape right now, the media and what's on telly and what's in newspapers. And even if you don't, I'm not one to look at the news ever, and I find myself becoming obsessed with looking at the news and what's going on, and I feel like it is consuming me. So I need to take a step back from watching anything about coronavirus right now, because it's almost like it's becoming reality. And I do think I genuinely just experienced a panic attack based on the reality right now of the world, because we're not in control. And panic attacks are where you fear that you're not in control. And yeah, I fully experienced that. So we're gonna have a nap. I haven't shopped. I'm not gonna go shopping. I'm not going to the gym. I don't know if I'm gonna be going out at all today. But we'll just take it step by step. So, excuse me, I got my sleep mask because it just blocks out the light for me. I don't like sleeping with curtains open, but that's another story in itself. So, I literally woke up like half an hour ago. It's 5 o'clock. I had about an hour's kip. But I just feel a bit tired, like a bit weak. I'm gonna check my temperature. I don't think it's like untoward. I think I genuinely just had a panic attack. But I have messaged Thrive with Anna on Instagram, and she just responded mega quick, and she was like, let's have a Skype call, find out more about myself. And she's got some appointments tomorrow, so it's my day off tomorrow, I might go and see her, because she deals with people with like mental health and anxiety, and I've clearly got some anxiety disorder right now because these panic attacks, I've had 2 in 2 weeks, so it's definitely a panic attack. I have just had some news, and the news is the fact that Purely is not going ahead on the 18th of April. It's going to go ahead on the 7th of June, which is the same day as my other show. And I have just messaged Jay about it. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen this time in June. I messaged Ryan. He basically said, like, what carbs are you missing right now? I said I could do with some rice, but he's going to have a proper look tomorrow for me and look at what my diet is, because I think we're just going to stay getting leaner for now and then reverse back out for a bit before we go full smash into June. Obviously, with the world situation right now, we don't even know if June will go ahead, so we can only take day by day, but we're still pushing through. We're still going to be training, still going to be eating as much as we can, what we can get in the shops. So we are now going to rename the series halfway through the series, and it's going to be 12 weeks out, and it's going to be the Fitness Physiques show, because provided both shows go ahead, I will be doing the Fitness Physiques show. I have decided I will not be doing Pure Elite, so I have already messaged, I'm not delaying anything. I've messaged my makeup girl for Pure Elite, and I've said, look, I'm really sorry, but I have already booked with the federation, the in-house makeup and hair team. I will be going ahead, providing they go ahead with their makeup team. Obviously I apologised to her, and I said thank you for understanding, so I'll be getting a refund from her. Bikini will still be going ahead, it will just be a later date, which is absolutely fine. And in a way, it's one of those things, like, let's look at the positives in this. As hard as it is sometimes, anxiety can be through the roof, and people are literally being triggered right now, including myself, and I honestly didn't think I would be the kind of person that would get triggered. Thought I was invincible. I'm not. No one is invincible to this. No bloody person is invincible to what's going on in the world right now, okay? Let's just keep it real. It just gives me that outlook of, okay, I've now got 12 weeks. I've got 12 weeks to keep pushing, to keep digging, to keep, up my food a little bit. Whatever Ryan wants to do will be in the plan. And sometimes things are out of your control, and right now the world, like humanity, they have no control of what's going on right now. They are being told by government officials what and what not to do, and it does trigger people's panic, and it does trigger people. And I think of this as there is a lot worse going on right now
than my competitions being postponed. The fact is, they're not being fully cancelled. There's always going to be another show that I can step on stage in. It's not the end of the world, and quite frankly, it gives me more time to prepare. So I am proud of what I've done so far, where I've come, but now I'm also very excited to see how far I can now go with the extra time that I have. So I'm taking a positive out of this situation. And I'm going to go back to sleep. I'm joking, I'm not.